Chess tournaments are important to the game because it helps a student or it helps a chess player strengthen their skills, not only with someone who is rated as they are, but someone who is rated higher than them, someone who may be rated lower than them. It helps increase their understanding of the game.
You've probably heard of the game of chess, the game that has stood the test of time for over 5,000 years. The objective is easier said than done. Put the king in a position in which it has nowhere to move. If you've heard of chess, you've probably heard of the most crucial part, tournaments, the event in which players compete for prizes, trophies, and much more. There are many chess tournaments being played around the world as we speak. Chess is one of the most intellectual games and arguably the most popular board game in the world.
I would rate it as number one. I love what chess does for the mind. It's a great exercise for the mind. So for me, chess would be rated number one. I think it's a great game.
One of the biggest reasons for this is the World Chess Championships. These events are extremely big chess tournaments that have made chess the game that it is today. Chess tournaments are a fun way to be introduced to the game and its competition. Now you may be wondering, why are all these big chess tournaments here? Who started it? How did this all come to be? In 1851, a manufacturer named Henry Cole proposed the idea that London would host a great exhibition to showcase art and industry for all countries around the world. However, this proposed idea would need to be approved by Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's husband. Also, Henry Cole did not have the sufficient funds to pay for this event. Prince Albert then gave him permission and paid for this event with his own money. The Great Exhibition was held at the Crystal Palace in London. People from all over the world came to see other countries' latest designs of art and industry. This event was extremely large, important, and popular. So popular that crowds thronged through this major event every day for 6 months. Howard Staunton saw that the Great Exhibition provided a unique opportunity as many people were already in London to see the Great Exhibition. This meant that Howard Staunton wouldn't have to make arrangements for all the chess masters from around the world to come to London. So, Howard Staunton decided to organize the first international chess tournament around the time of the Great Exhibition. Due to London's thriving chess community, they felt obliged to do something big for chess also. Howard Staunton was the one who stood up to do that thing for chess when he organized the first international chess tournament.
The tournament was planned as a knockout-style contest involving 16 of Europe's best players. Invitations were sent to foreign masters Vincent Grimm, Josef Zen, Johann Lowenthal, Adolf Anderssen, Bernard Horwitz, Karl Mayet, von der Lasse from Germany, Pierre-Charles Fournier de Saint-Amant, Leon Kietzeritsky, Karl Janich, Alexander Petrov, Ilya Shumov, Howard Staunton, Henry Thomas Buckle, Marmaduke Wyville, Elijah Williams, Captain Hugh Alexander Kennedy, Samuel Newham, and Henry Bird. Howard Staunton, the organizer of the tournament, won his first few games, but then lost to a man named Adolf Anderssen, who would then eventually go on to win the tournament.
Adolf Anderssen, the victor of the tournament, beat Howard Staunton in the semi-final round. However, it is said that Staunton was not on his best game due to organizing and participating in the tournament. In result, a rematch was proposed between the two men. Whichever man won this proposed rematch would be rewarded with £100, about $3,000 in today's money. However, Adolf Anderssen had been away from his teaching post in Germany for too long and he decided to go back. Also, Staunton was suffering from pneumonia at the time, so the match never occurred. This was not, however, the only match Staunton wouldn't play in. Paul Morphy was the young upstart chess player who could beat masters with ease. He challenged Staunton and sailed from America to play him, but when he arrived, Staunton referred to an earlier incident in which Paul Morphy disrespected chess, and Staunton refused to play Morphy. Staunton would then go on to spend the rest of his life writing newspaper articles and books for and about chess. He would also make many great contributions to the game with that.
Howard Staunton contributed to chess in many great ways. However, the London 1851 chess tournament was without a doubt his greatest contribution to the game. Staunton was a trailblazer for the game and tournaments to come. He inspired people to organize and participate in chess tournaments.
As you can see, Howard Staunton is one of the biggest reasons that chess is what it is today and benefits people as it does.
I think chess benefits people because it allows people to think ahead, which is a skill that you need in everyday life. So to be able to look at the chessboard and think about where you're going to move and the consequences of that move really do translate into how people make decisions in life.
Is an ancient game which embodies a fine balance of both strategy and tactics.
such a popular game because there are more variations of chess games than there are atoms in the universe, which is pretty incredible.
A battlefield of strategy, tactics, and sacrifice.
Game of strategy, which is really good because you have to think a few moves ahead to kind of anticipate what your opponent is going to do. So it teaches really great thinking skills.
So I think chess has lasted so long because it is a game that people can play regardless of whether or not the people speak the same language. It doesn't matter what age the opponents are, but it's a game that can cross different cultures and different ages of people. And because there are so many different variations and nobody's figured out the perfect chess game yet, it allows people to really learn that for themselves.
Because of Howard Staunton and what he has done for the game, many people now have the opportunity to participate in various chess tournaments everywhere. In fact, right here in Baltimore, kids are playing in chess tournaments all the time. These tournaments really give them opportunities to be introduced to the game and the many benefits that come with it, such as thinking ahead, developing plans, having good sportsmanship, and much more. So I guess you could say, chess tournaments really are a gift from Howard Staunton.